So here's a quick update video. So I made it. It looks so pretty. Unfortunately, I made a mistake. And don't get me wrong, the printer did everything perfectly. The when it initially came out and the pictures that I took are accurate, like that's how it came out. But one of the things that I didn't realize is how quickly it would warp. I would put it in the back of my car, and I was going to the gym, and because I was gonna show it to a friend, because I thought it'd be really cool to show it to him, and well, acquaintance. Anyways, I was just happy to show this off to anybody who would see it, and I left it in the back of the car, so the blade got warped, right? And so that kind of stopped it from coming out. But then once I kind of like forced it back and forth, I noticed that there's a slight, if you look at this, there's a slight bend right there. But I think I'm going to have to reprint. And that's good, very honestly. Because so right now I already tried to super glue this, or not super glue, but like silicone this together with just using plain silicone, but it's kind of falling apart. Like it doesn't have enough hold that I want it to hold it. And even though the glue gun does kind of what do you call that? It's so you know when you're like it melts, it like the melting point of this PLA and the heat of the nozzle tip of the glue gun is very different. So I think this is much slower and the glue gun is much higher. So like it'll actually melt the PLA, but it doesn't seem to be bonding properly or like good enough for how I feel it. So I would say the things that came out right, because I did a lot wrong. Like I said, this material is not really right for this particularly, because I want to make this really sturdy, and this taught me that it's not going to be. But I mean that's fine, just because like it's my first try, it's my baby. But it's okay if it fails. But what I really did, like I loved completely, was this, the handle. Since so this is the first time I really printed bronze, and this is a bronze printed handle. So it's a compound of PLA and bronze, and you could feel like I don't know quite how to put it, but there's a very different feel between this bronze 3D printed part and then this PLA. Because the bronze is, I don't know how to describe it, it's so much more solid, rigid, it has weight to it. Um but yeah, like I think I'm gonna metal print, because I have a couple more components, or like a couple more filaments that are metal. I bought them a while ago, and I was kind of afraid to test them out. But now that I've done this with the bronze, because I made a little statuette for a friend. I really uh I remembered, yeah. So I made him a little statuette. So, and it's like out of bicycling, but I just happened to leave the bronze filament in there when I was making the handle, and it was an accident, but it was a happy accident. So yeah, and then I think, because right now these three are stopping, but what I'm thinking of is like I'm kind of like really, because I'm almost out of like filament. Like, oh yeah, I made that. That's really sick. It's part bronze, and then it's part filament called Blood of My Enemies. It's supposed to be a gift, but yeah, I'm running out of filament, so I'm actually gonna have to go stock up again. But I don't like the color combinations, because this one's like, some of them are just bright green, some of them are just orange. Like they're colors I wouldn't necessarily use. And then I do have like the metallic ones, the composites and all that, which are cool, but I can't think of like one thing that would look good printed in those like features, I guess, or like those colors. I might just do basic stuff, because that's usually what I do with colors I can't really think of doing something with. Like I'll pick out like if it's like a Pikachu, then I'll pick out the colors. But right now I realize that I don't have to use the AMSs, because I'm mostly printing with single colors. This one was a bit of an accident, because this ran out of the filament midway through. So that's why it's black, and then it goes into the glow in the dark. I chose to make this glow in the dark, but Again, the material's a little too weak, but I have a lot of hope for the metallic compounds. But yeah, I have a couple more metallic compounds, but we'll see how it goes. But let me see if I can open this up real quick. I'm gonna pause this. Okay, there we go. Like, I think you can see this now. Yeah. So, it was such a beauty. And I want to take pictures with it, but I need somebody to hold the phone while I take pictures with it. Because it's so big. Look at it. Oh, well. Anyways, like I said, there's cracks in it already. You see how it's, like, curved? I don't like that. But, again, that's mostly because of the warping, of the heat. A little sleepy. But yeah, I'm hoping that using the metallic compound filament, it's going to be a much more sturdy print, which makes me wonder how strong I can make it. Cause like this is supposed to run through out, but like there I have a katana that I printed, and I'm like, what if I printed you out of like metallic compounds now? It's worth thinking about just because like I would really need to test out the strength because a lot of this is plastic, so that's part of the reason why I find the 3D printing fun. But then with this bronze handle, it really makes me think I'm like I can print car parts. Like, and they won't break. Does that make sense? So yeah, I'll be working on that. But